Hiya! Welcome back to In the Kitchen with Tabby. Guys, tonight we are having an Asian-inspired cabbage noodle stir fry. So delicious. And I've put some schwans, or they call themselves yellow now, marinated salmon on the side. But this pasta, Asian-inspired, guys, it ticks every single box. You're gonna absolutely love it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. But right now, let's have some fun and let's get cooking. All right, so let's get our sauce put together that's gonna go on top of our cabbage stir fry. So we're going to take a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. I'm using the low sodium soy sauce. 1/4 cup of maple syrup. Definitely don't wanna leave any of that in there. And we're gonna take some apple cider vinegar, tablespoon of tahini, which is just ground up sesame seeds. I didn't know what tahini was until I learned it from Wise Guide, Caleb. And we're going to take our seasonings. We've got garlic powder, onion powder, and some chili seasoning. And we have a teaspoon of cornstarch. And then we have about a tablespoon of tomato paste. And I say about a tablespoon because that's what the recipe called for, but I'm just using what I had left in my tube, so I think it's probably a little bit more than a tablespoon. All right, so we're gonna whisk all of this together. Just that little bit of cornstarch in there is really gonna help thicken this sauce up when it comes time to pour it over the cabbage. Beautiful color, look at that. And as always, it smells really good. All right, so we're going to set that aside right there. My noodles are almost done, and my fish is almost done in the oven. So we're going to take our olive oil, put a little bit in our frying pan here. Okay, so I've got my oil warming up here in my pan, and I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions and my red bell pepper. That's just one red bell pepper and one, I'd say medium large onion. We're just gonna saute this for about seven minutes or so, 7 to 9 minutes, until the onions and the peppers get nice and soft. Now it called for 2 tablespoons of minced garlic and 1 tablespoon of minced ginger. I did not have minced ginger, so I'm just using about, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of a tablespoon of powdered ginger, or ginger seasoning. Ground ginger, I guess is what it would be. Remember, I'm not a chef, and I didn't sleep at a Holiday Inn Express last night, but I can read so I can cook, right? So can you. It's all about having some fun, just getting in the kitchen, mixing some things up. If you don't have one of the ingredients, leave it out. That's okay. This called for a chili garlic paste. I didn't have it, so we're just gonna leave it out. I think it'll be okay. We do have the chili seasoning in the sauce mixture. Those onions and peppers smell good. All right, I think those are about soft enough now. It's been about 6 or 7 minutes. Looks pretty good to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heat down. We were on medium-high, now I'm gonna turn my heat down to medium. I'm gonna go ahead and put my garlic in. And my ginger. And my water. Ooh, that's fragrant. Wow, that smells so good, you guys. Oh, wow. So we're going to cook this for 1 minute, and then we're going to add our cabbage. My pasta is done, and I took my fish out of the oven, so it's sitting there. I just wrapped my foil up around it to keep it warm. I could have actually used a little bit of that pasta water instead of just plain water. I wasn't thinking. So you could easily do that. Just take a little bit of your pasta water out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add my cabbage. And I think I am going to grab a little bit of this pasta water. That starchy water will help really thicken it up. Very colorful. Really, really pretty color. You can see in just a couple of minutes that sauce has been sitting, how that cornstarch has thickened it up. But it always does just a really great job of doing that. But like always, you want to make sure when you put your cornstarch in any kind of a liquid that it's always a cold liquid, not hot. It won't dissolve in hot water or hot liquid, hot milk, whatever you put it in. It will not dissolve. You have to use cold liquid. Now this part you only have to cook until the cabbage reaches the tenderness that you want. So if you want really flimsy, soft cabbage, then let it cook a little longer. If you want it to still have a little bite and a little crunch to it, then we're probably about there. I won't need to let it go much further. I'm going to go ahead and add the sauce. So we're going to let this come to a boil, it says. We want it to kind of come to a boil, which it's not going to take it very long because it's pretty hot already. So we're going to let that come to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down and let it simmer for 2 minutes. And then we're going to throw our noodles in there, and it'll be done. We'll be ready to plate it up. You could eat it just like this with the noodles and make it a vegetarian dish if you wanted to. I'm just going to put the fish on the side. But you could certainly stop right here with the noodles, and it's a full meal. Smells really good. If you like Asian inspired food, you will like this, I think. I think it's going to be another one of those that's going to have flavor explosion when you take a bite. All right, that looks like that's boiling, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it down and let that simmer. Set my timer for 2 minutes. Just want to make sure it's not sticking. I'm not draining my noodles because I want, if a little bit of this water goes in with that, I'm okay with it. So I did not drain them. I just let them finish cooking and then sit in that hot water. When they reached that al dente point, when they still had a little bite to them, I just turned the heat off and didn't let them cook anymore necessarily. They just kind of soaked in that residual heat from the water. So they're not mushy, they're just nice and soft. 30 seconds. So that cabbage is softened up quite a bit now that we've let it cook that little bit more in the sauce. Oh, there's our timer. All right, let's add our noodles. You can see I'm letting some of that pasta sauce go in there with it. Not pasta sauce, pasta water. You're gonna let this sit in the sauce for about 3 minutes and let it kind of just, let all those flavors get acquainted, get to know each other, become friends. Okay, we're gonna let this sit for 3 minutes and then we'll plate it up. I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit of kosher salt on the top because we did not add any salt and that soy sauce was low sodium, so just sprinkle a little bit on top there. There's our timer. All right, let's plate it up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. Make sure I get some of that cabbage in there. Now my fish, I totally cheated. I used Schwann's marinated salmon for my fish tonight. And it's really good. If you've never had it, it's not really inexpensive, so I don't get it very often, but it's really good. I know the fish is good, but I want to take a bite with the noodles. You guys, it's really good. I think you're really gonna like it. And I'm gonna take a little bite without the fish, just to see what it tastes like by itself. It's so pretty. Look at all the color in there. Mmm. You could absolutely eat that just like it is, vegetarian, and not put anything with it. That is really good. Yeah, I think if you're an Asian inspired food kind of person, this is gonna tick all the boxes for you. I think you're really gonna like it. Yeah, that's delicious. That's gonna be really good for supper tonight. All right, guys, you know what I need you to do. I need you to spread this video around like some good butter. Share it with your family and friends, and make sure you like and comment. That helps me out a lot. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel so you never miss a video, and hit that notification bell all, so every time I post a video, you'll get a notification so you don't ever miss out. I love y'all so much. Thank you for letting me into your home. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you go up to the top of the page and click on reviews and leave me a quick page review. That would be very, very helpful. And make sure you go to my website, www.inthekitchenwithtabby.com. Make sure you remember, Christ is the unseen guest at every dinner table, and he is the silent listener at every conversation. So just make sure those words are edifying and uplifting and sweet and pure like honey, just loving on each other and shining your light bright. Remember, I love you, but God loves you more. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.